right, we are live. What's going on, YouTube? I want to welcome you all back to the channel. I really appreciate you all stopping by. This is I.am.remy, and this is the Because We Fish Podcast. Yeah. I'm good to go? Yeah, we all the way live. Yeah, like I said before. We all the way live. Yeah, we all the way live. We all the way live. Hey, I want you all to give a round of applause to my in-studio guest. It's my wife. She's back there at that same spot she always be at. She had that same spot. A round of applause for my in-studio guest. Yeah, so here's what we're doing. We got some fishing reels that we got, and we got a fishing report. We got a fishing reel, and we got a fishing report, and we got some other things that I want to go through. But let me see if I can reach out to this guy. You know what I'm saying? See if I can get this guy on. See if I can get this. See if I can get this guy to show up on the live. Yeah. Get this fishing report. You know, with this rain, seems like nobody don't want to come to the phone. Everybody probably cuddling up with their boo. And that's all good too, but we got other folks still working, you know?
Brother, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, now, how's everything going?
All is well, man. It sounds like you on the river, man, catching a topping or something, bro.
Oh, no, we came from ice skating, man.
Ice skating?
Yeah. Hold on one second, bro. Thank you. 1 second, Dave. Yeah, they had me out here ice skating, twisting my ankles, brother.
Oh, man, that's terrible, bro. Where you ice skating at?
Flamingo and Taft.
Oh, so you local?
Yeah, I'm local. I'm home now. I'm local. I'm home.
Man, ain't no ice in Florida. Yeah,
man, you don't drop the couple bags on that ground.
Listen, man, what's the fishing report, bro? What they doing in that backyard, man?
I ain't been doing anything bad that day.
You ain't been doing nothing?
I've been concreting.
Gee whiz,
I've been laying down concrete, and I was sick for a whole week. Now I just got back to work last week.
Oh, okay. Where you laying concrete at, bro?
On side of the house, I'm gonna see your picture. On side of the house, I laid concrete, and then I laid concrete in the back of the house to put the grill in the back. Because the kids be hitting their head on that grill. That thing be dong, they hit their head. That grill don't go nowhere, but their head be dong.
Listen, man, I thought you were doing some crabbing, catching topping back there, mangroves. You ain't doing nothing?
Man, I believe it's probably fishing the crab trap. I ain't even checking them.
Man, listen, I called you for the fishing report, bro. You can't even give me a fishing report, bro.
I can give you a good fishing report. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
It's been windy the past couple of days.
Yeah,
if you out there,
you're right about it, bro. It has been windy.
If you on that water, you first luck.
Yeah, that's why we landlocked right now, because it has been windy out there, bro. That's an on point fishing report right there, buddy.
Hey, I had to give it to you raw, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, hey, you ready for what, about 2-3 weeks from now?
Oh, I'm on point. I'm about to go buy another reel, but I'm good.
Another reel? How you gonna need another reel when you got about 3, 4, 5, 6 reels at the house, man? You got a whole bunch of reels.
Man,
I ain't the only one.
I'm trying to get something that light. I'm trying to get something that light, man.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Something that light. Cause most of the stuff I got is pin reels. You know, them pin reels be heavy.
Yeah. Well, oh man, I forgot to let you know, man. You all the way live, man, with Because We Fish Podcast, bro. Yeah, you all the way live, bro. You all the way live. Don't freeze up on me now, Doc. Don't freeze up on me now.
That's what's up.
Hey man, but listen.
Go for it.
Yeah, you trying to get something light, man.
Yeah, because man, you know I don't mess my wrist up a little bit over here, man. So I gotta make it light.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, those pin reels can get quite heavy, bro. I don't know, man. There ain't too many reels, that's light unless I don't know too many reels. Well, Shimano make pretty decent light reels. You probably can go with Shimano. They make pretty decent light reels.
Well, I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna go to a shop and see.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Daiwa makes some light reels too, lighter than the pins.
I'm gonna have to hold them.
But here's the thing, though: the pins are American made, bro. So they're gonna give you that quality components on the inside of them reels. That's why it be heavy like that, brother.
But that's what I'm trying to stick with. But I need to drop that weight.
Yeah, I feel you.
I need to drop. I got a light pin right now, but the only thing about it, got a braided line on it. I don't want to take off my braided line.
What happened to your wrist?
Basically, it's like the muscle above the wrist. I guess I pulled it, man, when I ride my bike one day. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I ride the bike for like 6 hours straight.
Oh, okay.
And when I got back, that was it.
Okay. But you good to go now?
That was it. Yeah, I'm good to go, but every now and then, you know how that go. A little inflammation, I guess you'll call it.
Right. Well, as long as you're able to reel in the fish, man, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
I'm gonna bring a battery, man. I'm gonna bring a battery.
Battery. Too.
Just think I gotta plug the reel in.
Nah, man. You ain't gonna need to do that, brother. You're gonna be good to go, bro. Yeah, you're gonna be good to go, bro.
Just messed around, but yeah. I'm ready for it though, man. This should be a nice trip. I'm hoping the wind keep on dying down for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Well, March, man, January, February, March be very windy, bro. I want to try to get out there to do some lobstering, man. I was gonna go out there today, but that wind was heavy, bro. And tomorrow is the last day. What today is 30? Tomorrow is the last day. Are you serious,
bro?
Yeah, until August again, bro. I was gonna go off the rocks.
Time fly.
Yeah, time fly, bro. I was gonna go off the rocks and get a couple of bugs, and that same spot we went to down in the Keys, bro. I was gonna go down there and put some bugs.
That's a nice spot.
Yeah, that's a real nice spot, bro.
That's a nice spot.
We definitely need to get to that spot next year, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, and which is good, but that we might have to even do that for preseason because it's like every year during that preseason or whatever they call it for that lobster bite, man. It be bumpy and windy and crazy, man. I'm not trying to take my boat out and that stuff, bro.
I got you. I remember we was out there on that last trip. It was windy and everything out there. We had to come inside.
That's not. We can't.
Well, you know what? We can do that.
Yeah, man. Just go straight to the rocks, man. Go up the rocks and hey, get out
and go in.
And go in. Yeah, bro.
But isn't it the limit over there is 5 and over here is 8?
Nah, the limit is 6. When you down
it's 6 over there.
Yeah, for that preseason.
That mini lobster season.
The mini lobster season. 6. Over here in Dade County and Broward, you can get 12 for mini lobster season per day, per person. Mm-hmm. It's a big difference. I mean, if that wind is nice, because that first year, when we first went out there, that wind was crazy. But then after that, it got pretty good. But
yeah.
Like last year, bro, it was bad, man.
But I'm wondering something though. Can we go off of the beach in Broward to the reef out there? Because I be seeing them boys be doing it in over that way.
But what beach though? It's gonna be the same thing when you get out there. That ocean gonna be moving, bro.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be on the boat. You're gonna be in the water going out. It's not that far out.
Yeah.
They go from the beach.
Bro, all them boats that's gonna be out there, you talking about going in the ocean? Man, you gonna mess around and get ran over by one of them suaves.
No. No, especially that one off a commercial. It's right there. It's right there by the pier. It's almost like where the boat cannot go.
Right.
I'm gonna have to see ticket. That 12 to that 5 is something. That's a big number different, but that's 7 different.
Yeah, you're right about it, bro. Yeah, it's a big difference. Yeah, when you have, it's a big difference. I
That
agree.
12 to that 5. But I'm down. I'm down for that though, because I like the hobby. Put it that way. I like going down there. The excitement of getting down there, catching them, getting that little blood rush. You're like, oh, hey, I got to get it. I like stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm down for whatever. It ain't too much about the numbers, man. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, man. It's the excitement, man, and really going out there, just enjoying the outdoors, bro. That's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's
That's what I had
all
to look
about.
at it, because that's what it's all about. That's what I had to go deep down inside.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's all about, having fun, man. So I'm down for that one, though.
Yeah, bro. How the family, man?
Man, we doing good, man. We hanging in there. How about yourself on your side? How's the family?
All is well, bro. Fatima, she's sitting right back there on the couch, man, just chilling. She's chilling on
Tell her I say
the
hello.
yeah, bro. She's chilling on the couch. Hey, what's going on?
That's,
What's going on with Lil Reggie, man?
oh, man. Help me. That's all, and a nice word to put it out there.
he ain't
No.
he ain't back there doing his fishing thing no more. He got into something else.
No. He be wanting to go back there, but like I said, I be so busy, bro. So I don't have no time to get back there. Even put a line in the water.
Yeah.
While I'm working, you know what I mean? Because when you mess with that stuff around the house, you got to be on top of it. You can't walk away too long. Stuff start drying up on you, in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm about to I'm done with that stuff there. So I'm about to actually get back out there throwing something out there when I'm out there in the yard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely got to make time for ourselves every now and again.
Yeah, I was telling my girl that the other day, man. I said, man, me and D ain't touch base yet.
Yeah,
she was like, y'all still going fishing? I said, yeah, we still going fishing.
Yeah. I think that's April the 13th, if I'm not mistaken.
It's on a Sunday.
Yeah. I still don't know if it's a day or a night trip, but we'll soon find out, bro.
I don't care what it is. As long as I'm out there, I'm good.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, man.
I'm hoping he'll give us some slides, some flags, I should say. Hope he put on some flags, man. Put us on some flags.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm hoping the same thing, bro. But he pretty good with putting us on fish, bro. So, yeah. Like you said, man, hopefully we get on them flags, man. Put them in a boat. Because, man, it's been a while since I had that saltwater action. I've been getting that freshwater action, but it ain't nothing like that saltwater action, bro.
It ain't nothing like that saltwater, especially them tails here with them big old tails.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That drag take off.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, man, I ain't really want nothing from you, Doc. I just wanted to get that fishing report from you, bro. But it seemed like you gave me the fishing report, man. You said it's windy out there.
It's windy and choppy.
It's windy and choppy, Doc. Yeah, okay. Hey, man, I'm gonna let you get back to it, bro. I'm gonna let you get back to the family, man. I'm finna go ahead and just chop it up with my people on live, man. Listen, we got Reggie Reg on the line, man. He's a seasoned angler, man. He's been doing his thing for many, many years, man. That's my brother. I really appreciate you, Doc. I'll holler at you later.
Likewise, man. Y'all be safe, man. Love y'all, man.
All right, love you too, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, later. So yeah, that was our guest right there. That was Reggie Reg from the north side. The north side. So listen, we're gonna have a quick intermission and we'll be Hey, welcome back to the Because We Fish Podcast. Listen, we all the way live. Man, I really hope y'all enjoying this. I just decided to come on and chop it up because it was raining. It's windy, like my boy said. Or we're gonna call him a dog. That's how we speak down here in South Florida, like my dog said. But yeah. Like my homeboy said, it's choppy, it's windy out there, it's raining right now. And so my wife, she's sitting on the couch. That's my wife back there. The moderator. That's the moderator TT right there. Yeah, she laid back. Yeah, that's my queen to be. A queen to be. Yeah, that's my impression of what's the name of that, Coming to America. But listen, it's rainy, it's choppy. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody else on the line. I'm gonna have to text him though. I can call up Reggie like that. That's my dog. That's my homeboy. But as you all seen, excuse me, as I was on the phone with my homeboy, I showed you all that reel. Jigging Master. That's a Jigging Master jigging reel. Beautiful reel. Look at that. This is one of my expensive top dogs. I purchased this probably 2, 3 years ago. Probably 2, 3 years ago. Um, got some braid on it. It's a jigging reel. Oh, I caught some nice tuna with this. Oh man, I wish I could. I don't know excuse me, was be able to sign into my Instagram on this thing, but I should have had that already set up. But yeah, this is a jigging reel. It's one of my nice ones. Yeah. So we all the way live. Uh let me see. Let me see. Uh anyway, I wanted to discuss something, Folk be like, um, yeah, salt water is cleaner, fresh water is dirtier. Ain't no current in fresh water. I don't want to fish fresh water. But listen, all that stuff that they be leaking in the salt water, I know y'all seen that video of that poop that was going into the ocean off that cruise ship. That was some nasty stuff there. Nasty. Let me see if I can pull it up for you right quick. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up for you right quick. That was some nasty stuff, man. Um, Go ahead and pull that thing up. So I can see what I'm talking about. Look at this mess here. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at this? Look at that. That's crazy. Huh? Look all that waste going into the ocean. Y'all see that? Oh my goodness. TT, y'all see that? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That's and you know what? It might be treated. I'm not gonna say it's untreated. It might be treated because it's like in liquid form, but it still holds the color. But it might be treated, but that is nasty. Yeah, that's it right there, folks. That's crazy. So anywhere you go, you getting you getting I mean, hey, yeah, it is, but it's part of the game, man, nowadays, with so many millions and millions of people on this earth and all the entertainment and all this stuff that we got going on and cruise ships, on the ocean like never before and all that stuff got to go somewhere. I mean, it ain't like, how many trucks it would take to take all that poop up out of the out them cruise ship to take to a treatment plant. It'll be a lot. It will be a lot. Yeah, but we here. We here on the Because We Fish Podcast. I got another reel I want to show you all. Hold on, let me get it. Show y'all this reel right quick. This is another Jigging Master reel. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's another beautiful reel, folks. That's another beautiful reel. And do I have? Yeah, of course I have braid on here. That's the top shot. Look at that. Another beautiful reel. Huh? Look at that. Beautiful color. I haven't yet pulled a fish up with this reel, and I had this for about 2 years. Don't tell my wife. I ain't even pulled a fish up with it yet. Another Jigging masterpiece. Yeah. So, hey, man, I really appreciate you all coming by. We got one fish on the line, and I already know who that is. That's my moderator, my wife. She back there on the couch. Yeah. I bought all these real out, and I don't even feel like going through them no more. I got this beautiful Daiwa reel. Check this out. This is a Daiwa. What this is? Daiwa Saltiga. Check this reel out. Look at that. That Daiwa Saltiga. Beautiful reel. As you can see, it still got that rubber band on it when they put that fresh braid on it. So that lets you know I ain't even fished with this thing yet. Ooh, excuse me. But I plan on doing a little something this year with it. Get out there in the ocean and do some jigging. I got some light. This is not part of my light jigging reel series. This is like my mid, you know what I'm saying, 80. I'll say 60 to 80, 60 to 100 feet deep reel. I'll use this jigging reel, my light jigging reel. Let me pull that up for you all. I brought that out too. Look at that. This that ocean jigger. This that ocean jigger reel. Small. As you can see what the number is. What number it is? This a 1000? Yeah, this a 1000 HG ocean jigger reel. I had this for quite some time now too. I ain't even got no line on it. But this is my inshore light jigging reel. You know where I be fishing with this at? You know, in the and locally here in South Florida, where the cruise ships be coming out at, you know, they dig that out pretty deep. That can be about 60 feet deep, you know, 50, 60 feet deep. And that's where I be taking this at. For my light jigging. They got some decent sized fishes that be in those cruise ship drenches, if you will. So yeah, we got 2 fish on the line. Hey, welcome to the Because We Fish Podcast. I really appreciate you stopping by, poking your head in for a minute. I see you. We got you on the line, buddy. Yep, so that's the 3 reels that I got. I try to call my other homeboy, but he ain't picking up. So I got my deep drop reel. Big dog. As you can see, it's customized. I changed out the handle. This is my deep drop reel. Beautiful reel. Yeah. Oh man, I went on a fishing trip 2 years ago now, and I pulled up some fish. I pulled up some queen snappers, big muttons, big groupers, all on this big dog right here. You can see that backing or that leader line. But yeah, that's it right here. That Sea Power 800. That's all you need. You don't need that Sea Power 1200. It's all you need right here. You get that braid on there. I think I got about 50-pound test or 40-pound test because I'm like, hey, why I need to get 80-pound tests when on my jigging rods I'm using 20-pound tests and I'm pulling up fish. I can just use 40, 50 pound test on here, get more line. Then I got me an 80, 100 pound top shot. Guess what? I'm able to pull that fish up with no problem. That's where we at, folks. You are listening to and you are watching the Because We Fish podcast. I gave you all a fishing report. The fishing report is it's windy and raining. Yep. So let me see if I can call this dude. He probably laid up. But hold on a second. See if I get this dude on the line, get that fishing report. Thing loud in my ear. That dude ain't picking up. He probably went fishing. Knowing him, he probably went fishing. But man, I wanted to show y'all something. Hold on a second. I wanted to show y'all something, man. See if I can find it. See if I can find it. See if I can find this thing. Oh. Oh. See if I can find this thing. Oh, give me a second. Let me go ahead and set that up. And we'll be right back. Hey guys, we are back. This is I.am.remy, and you are watching and listening to the Because We Fish podcast. I want to thank you all for joining me. As of right now, we got 2 fish on the line. We got 2 fish on the line, and I want to say welcome to the Because We Fish podcast. Now, y'all check this out. Y'all check this out. Ain't that something? Look at this. Them boys bass fishing, man.
Here, when you have that sun, you see you see bluegill on the surface. You just see life gets near the plate, and
man, them boys bass fishing.
No.
Look at that.
The other thing, honestly, this time of year when you're fishing top
big
water,
dog.
You're kind of flirting with hit and miss. You can have a good day one day and then it just go away. When those water temperatures are upper 50s, yeah, you can have a big.
Man, I'm gonna be doing a commentary. I don't need you telling me how to fish. What I need him telling me how to fish for? Huh? Yeah. This is when you ain't really got nothing to do or nothing to say. So you tune in and you watch the Bassmaster Classic. And yeah. I'm not gifted with the gift of gab, so I can't really do no commentary unless it's my own stuff. But yeah. Listen, I got another reel I want to show you all. Check this out. I caught some fish on this bad boy right here. Look at all that braid. As you all can see, I love me some Jigging Master reels. I got a few on. This is where it's at. Yeah, it's fire and it's that fire red too, moderator. It's nice. Oh, nice Jigging Master reel. You can see it. That's where we at. Uh-huh. Yeah. got that braid on there. This is the heavy braid though. This is about 80-pound test braid. I ain't got no backing on it. I took that, not the backing, but I took the top shot off of it. Yeah, it's my new baby here. This is where it's at. Yep. So you are tuned in to the Because We Fish podcast. That's the Because We Fish podcast, and we are all the way live. So my future plans is this week, I don't know if I really want to go saltwater, go freshwater, do some crabbing. I did some crabbing last week, and it was hot out there. I only caught 2 crabs, and I ended up eating that yesterday on live. I don't know. I only did 1 spec trip this year. Hold on a second. Let me see if they calling my line. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Hold on, bro. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, listen, I was calling to get the fishing report from you, but I said, man, this dude here probably on a lake right now with the rain and everything.
No, I ain't not down. I ain't not down no water. Not today. I already had got the weather report. I ain't going out there mess around up there. Everything wet up there.
Yeah. The storm came through.
Everything wet up that side. But I checked out your boy be up there, the little Captain Clay, man. He said the fish still biting though in the river.
Oh yeah?
I think he fished up there. Yeah, what the day is? Sunday, I think he fished. I think I had looked at the YouTube channel. I think yesterday he fished up there Friday or yesterday, but was saying that it's a new cycle of fish that that's coming in and coming through. So, he had took some people out.
Oh,
because
okay.
he died. So yeah. So he said they ain't caught their limit on some nice fish. So he said they still biting. So that was a good thing to hear that they were still doing. I thought they had done like completely shut down, but like he said, they had caught them like shallow. Then he said, I guess when the bite slowed down, they went fish a little deeper out.
Oh,
So they was like fishing almost.
So they caught their limit?
9-10 feet. Yeah. They caught their limit. Nice fish. Nice fish. So they ain't pretty much had to measure. They ain't measured none of them, put it that way. So they were nice fish.
Yeah. When you plan on getting back out there?
So me, man, that I don't know. Oh. And then from what Big Willie said about over there on the Roosevelt, they went Thursday. They said it was slow, so they caught like five croakers, a couple of jacks, and
they went back
one
on Thursday.
whiting, I think. Yeah, they was back there. They went out there. Yeah, they went back out there on Thursday. But he said it was like muddy. They had, I guess, I don't know how it ended up being that way. But what Tracy was telling me that it's probably better to go over there on the Mosquito Bridge or whatever. I think the other bridge that you were telling me about.
Yeah.
On the other side, it probably ain't gonna be that dirty over there. It probably be clean, and the fish probably go be biting over that side.
Right.
For whatever reason, like I said, I don't remember where that bridge at and know how to get to it. But I know he said if you go over there by that bake shop, Snook Nook, it's like you can see the bridge from the bake shop.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying all I gotta do is type in Snook Nook or whatever and go there, and then I'll be able to see the bridge. I guess whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, I was just discussing myself, man. Yeah. I was just discussing with my wife. She back there, she chilling on the couch. I was just discussing with her, man, what I plan on doing, or what I don't know if I want to do some fresh water, some salt water, some crabbing. come Wednesday, because that wind still gonna be around. I think come Wednesday, that wind still gonna be around, bro.
It go pick back up. It go pick back up. Your best thing is that you gonna go. You better go early.
Yeah. Oh
Because
no.
about 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
About 4 o'clock the wind gonna be up. If I'm not mistaken, I got to check it again because I look. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is variable. I think Wednesday all the way up till about 4 o'clock. It start going up. Don't quote me on that. I mean, I gotta check it again because I checked it yesterday. So I'm still trying to remember if it's Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday afternoon to get up, or is it Wednesday afternoon to get up? But I know tomorrow and Tuesday looks good as far as wind. Now, I have to go back in and check and see. And I think Wednesday morning is gonna be good all the way till like I say, like 3 or 4 o'clock. That I think something come in the front or some wind come in out of the northeast or somewhere, and it start blowing like 12 to 13 to 15.
Oh, okay.
But the whole morning gonna be good.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta go back in. I gotta go back in and check. I'll go back in and check, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, I might. I don't know. I might just go down the street and do some shell cracker fishing or something like that.
Yeah, you want to go? Yeah. But you know, the best time to do that is gonna be till next week with the full moon about to crest again. But they should be doing their thing anyway, still though. But they'll get more active coming towards the full moon.
Right.
And that ain't gonna be till like the 14th.
Well, they still 15th. Catching them up there. They starting to get some traffic up there at the Kissimmee Lake.
I told everybody to start finding out, man. You slow dancing on it, man. The more like you looking at it, everybody else looking at the same thing, saying the same thing you saying. Man, we got to get up there, everybody. So I'm just letting you know. The longer you wait to get up there, the longer it go. Because when you first started looking at it, it was like 3 boats out there.
Yeah.
And every year since that, you look on that same channel, more and more boats. You look on that line, 8 boats out there.
But see,
10 boats down there.
The thing is, you got the locals up there, right? You got the locals up there.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, they know they be biting. But see, what my man don't understand is by him doing them YouTube videos like that, that's just gonna cause people to come down from somewhere everywhere. Come down, come up, come around, come over. Man.
But what I'm saying though, he ain't caring. He don't care at all. He get people looking on it, bottom on it, then not making the money. He don't really care.
Right.
Because I'm quite sure where he at, if you go somewhere around there and find another patch of lily pads, you go catch it just like that. Not exactly where he at.
Oh yeah.
And there's probably people, when you leave out the ramp, you probably pass spots where fish at to try to get over there where he at.
It's like an island, bro. It's almost like an island in the center of that canal, and people be pretty much fishing all around that island.
But I'm quite sure, dog, I'm telling you, and I know where, if you go across 60 coming off of the turnpike, come across. When you go across there and you go across the Kissimmee River right there where it goes up into Okeechobee, if you look to the right, all that area over there, because I've been looking at it for years and years, all that area over there was nothing but lily pads. It was small little spots where you can go in and out. I was like, boy, I bet that's a good spot if you can get over there with a boat. And it probably still is, but I don't know how far it is from where he at that little island. You might have to just say, you know what? Let me drive a little bit further around the river and go find another patch of lily pads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure, dog, that whole system are carrying fish. Just like when you go over here, that canal right there. Certain spots you go in, okay, but they in that spot. No, go down a little further, little patch right there, they there. So I'm quite sure in that whole system up there, you're gonna be able to find them. But since he done made that spot famous right there, that's where everybody go be.
Right. Right.
If I had a boat, it'd be like, man, okay, I'm gonna find me a patch of my own lily pads and get in them.
Yeah.
Because just like they in them lily pads, I'm quite sure they around majority of the lily pads. That's what shell crackers do. That's they forage. That's what they do. So I'm quite sure if you ride past there, and you probably ain't gonna get a spot or whatever. Maybe ride a little further along around, and you probably will come into another patch, lily pad. I'd be like, shit, okay, let me drop down here, and I ain't got all the crowd.
Right.
You got the same idea. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Why not just go there? Why not just go there and do the same thing? But find your own little thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because like I say, every year, beep, 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 beep. Everybody looking at it gonna say the same thing. Remy saying the same thing. Boy, we got to get up there and do it. So he trying it. Tracy talking about he want to go around there and do it. So yeah, everybody who pretty much got a boat saying the same thing, that they want to go up there and do it. But it's like, okay, now you got all these white boys and these local people around there who gonna go, but you know, and I know it's probably like a parking lot if you go around there try to do something around there like on a weekend. Like on a weekend, yeah, like you said, but you got a good date. A Wednesday, it probably gonna be a whole lot of people, a couple of locals or whatever. But like I said, but now you got a chance to get out there early and check a couple of, like I said, spots.
Right.
You know, how many times, like I said, how many times we done ran out of the Kissimmee and done ran past all that going to look for, and you pass and fish.
Pass and fish to find fish.
Pass the fish to find fish. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody, oh boy, they doing that down there.
Well,
you turn out of that doggone boat ramp and man,
yeah, I mean,
you don't pass 15 spots. Yeah, you don't pass 15 spots going down the river trying to find fish, and the fish right there in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, well, we trying to get out there and go to the spots that we know they active at, or you pretty much know. Okay, I caught some fish here last Wednesday, so it's a good possibility the fish might still be there. You know what I'm saying? But if you get out there and you start to skunk, then that's when you go and venture out and look for new spots. But other than that, you're gonna go to the spots where you're comfortable at. You're gonna want to fish areas that you can quote unquote guarantee is gonna be fish there.
Yeah, somewhat. My mentality is different, but because I don't have a boat. I fish for sure. So my mentality of that is I can only do what's available to me.
Okay, but look how many times you don't went to that new spot, that your spot that you found on land. You probably went there 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah.
But
the conditions have changed. You understand what I'm saying? The conditions have changed on why would I go to that spot, vice versa going to the other spot.
Right.
So I'm saying that spot down there and conduciveness is in actuality better location, and it's a little bit more open, and I can cover more ground to where I was before. That first location, it was a good spot. Hide you from the wind if it's coming out of the northeast or whatever, good spot. But and actually, it carries more boat traffic anyway. The first spot, and then the access on how far you can fish from left to right is is sparse. So the new spot that I found that I fish is better in location. You get less boat traffic, really,
Right.
and you can like go from zero to deeper water like right now without changing a whole lot of stuff up. So so in reality, it's a better spot.
Right.
Because if the fish holding in this certain amount of water, depth of water, I can get to it. If they're holding in a little deeper, I can get to it and with no problem. My casting area and everything I ain't surrounded by a bunch of trees. I get tangled up. Then I got a bunch of weeds and all wood, and then the water, like I said, deeper on that end than that end. Because it wasn't deep at all where I was fishing at first. It was like, man, you could walk out almost 5 feet from the bank and you'll still be, stand up.
I tell you what, this year has been a really productive year concerning spec fishing, aka crappie. It has been a very productive year, and I dropped the ball thus far because I only went out there one time, and that was with you. That was that night trip. That's all I did, bro. I haven't been back out there yet, man. I need to get out there.
Yeah.
I be seeing them boys, man, up there on that river, like you said, in about 18 feet of water, pulling them big old donkeys up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You
kind of dropped the ball on that. But like I said, and pretty much I say, going to say pretty much on all of my trips, maybe except one, I done did my limit.
Man, you did your limit on. You did your limit on every single one of those trips you've been there, bro. Every single one of those trips you've been there.
Hey, with some nice fish, yeah. With some donkeys, aka slab. Yeah, that. Yeah, of course some nice fish. But like I say, hey, they still there, but now it'll probably be a little hard. It'll probably take you all day and a little bit of the night, probably a dual limit. But I don't go up there and be rushing for time and pressure no way. But in a boat, it shouldn't be a reason why you shouldn't catch your limit.
Yeah.
Because there's so many spots. It's so many spots that you can move. I mean, like every football field that you go to,
right? You can cover more
catch.
Ground.
Yeah, you can cover more ground. You know what I mean? And like I said, on the river, pretty much every 100 yards you can go and you can catch 3 fish.
Right.
At least 4 fish.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So doing the production of the day, or however you want to, you hit 4 or 5 spots.
Right.
6 spots. You about at your limit right there, right?
You can work the bank, 2 football lengths.
Yeah,
you can work the bank and catch 10 fish.
Out.
Right. And catch 10 fish just fishing, tree lines or whatever to drop off. You can just work that about 2 football length and catch. Remember that time when me, you, and Doc had went out and we was trolling to the spot and we was catching fish just, trolling to the spot, fishing the tree lines, right off the drop off, catching fish. And then when we got to that spot, we tore them up. But definitely
they still doing it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, them boys going out there, they still doing it. I seen a dude out there last time I was out there, I seen a dude, he was from where his boat was registered actually in Georgia. And he was just doing the same thing. Go down the river and then he come back up. And that one morning, he was like, hey, I was like, hey man, what up? He's like, yeah. I said, you doing any good? He was like, yeah, I did pretty good this morning. I said, about 2 or 3 fish from a limit. I was like, huh? And I'm talking about it's like 8:30. It's like 8, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? It's like, from like sun up to that point, he done went down that trolling, he done about got his limit. You know what I'm saying? So, he just doing the same, covering the depth. He got about 12 poles out probably.
Right.
Looking at all them by himself, slow trolling, in that depth, probably like 21, 22 feet, and he would catch some nice fish. Go up under the bridge, turn around, move around there a little bit, come on back up and go down the river. So,
It's definitely possible.
Yeah. If you put in the time to work, the fish gonna be there. But like me, you gotta stand in one spot and pretty much wait for the fish to come to you,
right.
or swim along that that drop off. It's like 95. Fish got their corridors and how they run. Move up and down systems and all that. I compare rivers and streams and lake and all that to highways. They
right.
like us. They have avenues of approach to everything that they do,
exactly.
like what we have. You know what I mean? Some is large, some is small. And if fish, smart fish want to be able to go from shallow water to deep water fast.
Right.
Accessible. So if there's any danger, whatever, they'll be able to get out and escape or do, like us. You want to go down some place where if something happened, you'll be able to hook a right or hook a left and be out.
Exactly.
Get going. Yeah, so fish, travel along the same kind of like corridors. They travel, they come up on the high side to feed, forage or whatever. Then when they done whatever, then they dip on back down. Cooler water, back down in the little deeper water where they can't become prey. You see what I'm saying? So people like, hey, everything, thing animal. No, nature has its own way of taking care of its own. So
exactly.
Fish ain't,
right about
fish is stupid. Yeah. So that's, but that's one advantage on having boat, one advantage about you bank fishing. So it's like, okay, you can get out if you have means to go travel the avenues of approach and do this and do that. And you bank fishing, and it's pretty much you got to wait, for things to come by and, do your thing. Hopefully you be able to catch it when you do get to bite and all that right there. But fishing to me is just like going out and enjoying life, because everybody can't get out and go do it. So
right.
if you get a chance to get out there and do it, then it's a gift. You know what I mean? You should enjoy it. I don't go out there with the pressure of,
trying to get back home.
I gotta catch fish every time, because that's not like, I've been fishing long enough. That's not my stilo or that's not the joy. Joy is me having strength and health to be able to go out there and do it. You see what I'm saying? That's my joy about fishing, because like I said, you look around left and right, there's people that can't get out there and enjoy that part of life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's my part.
I see a lot I see some comments too, like on certain videos I'll be watching on YouTube. You got people commenting like, man, I so appreciate, whatever channel that is, or whatever fishery they fishing. Like, I so appreciate, what I'm saying, you posting your videos, because I can't do this. I can't go out and do this. I'm staying over here, or I got this element I'm dealing with. And so, but yeah, you're definitely right, man. Be able to get out there and still do it.
Get out there and still do it, yeah. And me, if I had the money, to get out there, the resources to start something where I can get out there and take like a group of kids, maybe 5 or 6, start out to go out there to get to enjoy some of those things, that, you're supposed to enjoy in life, that other people will take for granted or whatever, to start a kid out doing something, positive, and they get a joy out of doing it. You might get 1 or 2 of those kids out there to grow up and appreciate and to do positive things, vice versa, being out on the street, trying to be in a gang, trying to get, trying to sell drugs, or trying to do other things, or trying to feel accepted. It's like, you don't need that. You know what I mean? Life is about you going out, doing things, positive and having a positive effect on mankind. So if I had, like I said, the resources to get out there, take some kids camping, show them, little things, and, doing camping stuff. And then you get up and then you do fish and stuff. And then,
man, you don't even know how to set up you don't know how to set up no doggone tent.
Man, I mean, like, look, I wasn't no Boy Scout, but I was a Marine, so I do know. I I wasn't never no Boy Scout, but I am a Marine, so I do know a little bit about something.
Yeah.
So I think I got a little bit of insight and a little bit of information to pass on to some people to show them that it's better things out there to do than go around creating havoc on things like that. So I think if everybody had that little thing in them to say that they can go out there and do, and I think that's one of the things that we failed or failing in life is that we not picking up the next generation and teaching them and doing things like that.
Right.
We was done like that. You know what I mean? I was glad to know 2 generations, 3 generations of people. You see what I'm saying? So I got got taught from all those generations of people coming on up. And then I did that with my kids. I taught them the old school way of doing things or whatever. People looked at me, man, why are you so hard and stuff like that on your kids and stuff like that? I was like, because when my parents, my grandparents, my aunts and all those, when you sit around them, then you learn respect, you learn how to do things right and order and stuff like that. So my kids got that teaching from me.
Right.
So that they hopefully will be able to instill that in their kids. And I feel that somewhere along the line, we dropped the ball of bringing up the next generation, because they're the generation that's going to have to be looking out for our butt when we get old. You see what I'm saying? And if you didn't teach them what's going on, what's the world going to be like? Yeah. If every generation stopped dropping the ball, what is going to be like in 20 years, in 2 generations?
Right. No, you definitely
see what I'm saying? Yeah. So back to fishing, I've been fishing since like 6, 7, going out there, I used to steal my brother rods when he, ain't home or whatever, go out there and do little things, plastic worms. That's what I tell people, man. I've been fishing since I was old enough to, you know what I mean? And everything.
Going out to the canal,
fishing
fishing for bass.
Every canal, bass, bluegills, stump knockers, catfish. Catfish was like one of my favorite fish to catch.
Right.
What I mean? Not only was there, the few lakes and canals around there, they had some nice catfish in them. I mean, kind of like easy to catch. They wasn't hard. You get some bread. You know what I mean? Right. Put a little garlic on it, whatever. Throw it out there. Okay, you got the bite. They pull it hard, pull them up. Got me a catfish. You know what I mean? When I learned how to do that and all that right there, now, it's a form of me, eating. I can catch 5 or 6 catfish. Then you got to learn, you learn the art of cleaning them, how to skin catfish and do all that right there. So mentally, you learning. Everything you doing, it's a learning process. You know what I mean? So by doing that, then it becomes table fare.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you kick your friends out there, and then everybody, want to learn how to do this and do that. And then, so, growing up, being that, we did our thing, growing up as kids, we played our football and basketball, normal stuff like this, get into a little, mischievous thing around. Nothing major, you understand what I'm saying? But fishing kept me and a lot of my friends out of a lot of things. You know what I mean? When other kids was out doing some other stuff, and we was fishing. And then, like on Saturdays after, Fridays you do your chores, Saturday, oh man, we going fishing with Miss Hill. That my homeboy mom, she'd load up the car, had a big old cane pole sticking out the window, boy, about 8, 9, 10 of them sticking out the window, boy, blowing the wind, load the car up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going down, we going out there early, getting up early in the morning, 5:30, we going out to the trail, the alley, sawgrass, we going out there, bucket full of worms, night crawlers that we done dug up. See what I'm saying? Right. Kids don't know about that stuff these days. You know what I mean? I go, that patch of woods all by the house, going there after school, digging worms. You know what I mean? Kids like, what you doing? What you mean you doing that? Man, you go in the woods, you do shovel, you rake, find little spots or whatever, and dig the worms. Your night crawler, what you go fish with. Right. See, all of that, you work, all that comes into preparation. You work, Then then you get the thrill about the next morning going fishing. Then you get to go fishing, and then all that is a good time and it's learning. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you go
it's part
from
of the process.
one thing, part of the process.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
you enjoy it more.
That's what.
Yeah. You enjoy it more. Definitely.
You enjoy it more when you can break it down from start to finish and see the finished product. Damn, you see that's what you enjoy. And see, and right there captivates my life. Because when I look back and look back on my kids and say from A to B, from how you raised them, and what they're doing now, you can look back and I can say, you know what? I'm proud of all my kids. You see what I'm saying? From start to finish, you broke down. And then I didn't understand that, in a way when I went into the military, like Marine Corps. Why do you do that? We got perfectly good shoes. We scrubbing all the junk off that because it was that sign, mentally. Everything you're doing here ultimately comes out, shiny thing on when you finish.
Right.
You go in there, man, why they got all this stuff around here that need cleaning? The brass, everything around there made of brass and this and that. You got to clean that. So, and brass get dirty. So every 2 or 3 days, you got to clean it. You got to shine. You want that. They had us break the shoes. So it's like when you came into the military, the Marine Corps, we broke you down.
Right.
Zero. We didn't want none of your bad habits. We want to start from scratch. And then when you graduate boot camp, you are this man. You are a Marine. So when you look at that and say about life, like you break it down to coming from nothing and then seeing the final result, then you'll be like, wow. You see what I'm saying? So I just take everything back, and fishing wasn't in my life. I don't know if I'll still be here or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fishing had like a lot to do with grooming in my life.
Thank God for the fishing pole.
Thank God for the fishing pole. You know what I mean? It was good. Hey, because I used to go out there with Doc them, right? When I first met Doc them, they high quality people. Blah blah blah. They got their one stick, one pieces, and pins, and Shimano's, and all that good stuff, and doing all that there. And I go out there with the Walmart spell shoes and stuff, the 2 pieces. You get on the boat and gotta put it together and all that right there.
Right.
But I went out there and I hung with the best of them. With that,
exactly.
I caught fish.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was telling them, I said, hey man. Just because you got all that high quality stuff and all that right there, some of y'all don't even know how to use it. You don't know how to.
Yeah, you still got to be able to use it.
You still got to fish.
Right.
The fishing, you can't just lay your fishing pole down and they're gonna catch your fish for you.
Yeah.
You still got to fish.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing how we got together. Me and Doc and Pooh and all of them. See, that's how we all got together. Among the years and stuff, going out to the Keys, getting on the boat, doing, we learn from each other. You understand what I'm saying? We information coming from their experience on how they did things. And, that's what you take. You don't take your little thought and just take it out and run with it. You take a little bit of from everybody and stuff like that. Like I said, I like to fish with Doc because
that's part of the game, though. You know what I'm saying? Learning from one another, teaching one another, not being selfish.
Some people are stuck on doing exactly what they gonna do, and they want to make things work their way. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, hey, man, no, man, the fish right there. No, man, I'm gonna fish with this. I'm gonna make that fish bite this right here.
Right.
But God, they biting this. They jumping in the bucket with this right here. Why you gonna do that right there?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But like I said, when I go out, like I said, I love fishing with like that because it's like we go out and we do. If things are slow, then we start dissecting everything that's happening.
Right.
Currents, baits, the size, the size weight we using, the size jigs and everything.
Right.
And we get in a process on elimination on, hey man, these fish should be here. They should be biting. All right, man, what you got on there? All right, man, I got on 30 seconds. All right, I got a 16th on. All right, what you using? Or I got a piece of squid on, or I got a silver side on, or whatever.
Right.
All right, and we exploring the depth. We going through different scenarios of, we know the fish should be there. They should be there. Okay, now we got to get, see where they biting at, what they biting on, and then we go. And then once it happens, it's like, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, all right, boy, we got one. Okay, what you got? I got a 30 seconds. I'm on free line. I'm floating it back fast. And, that's the learning process. That's given. But if you got with somebody who,
but everybody, everybody enjoying themselves, everybody experiencing, you know what I'm saying, fishing, and everybody, ain't nobody, up in the back, stressed out. They not catching fish because information is being shared and, and transferred to each angler to where, hey, you know what I'm saying, this is where they at, this the depth, this is what we using, this how we using it, this the bait we using it. Everybody catching fish, but it, if you're selfish, it ain't gonna happen, Captain.
It ain't gonna happen, Captain. There you go. God don't like selfishness.
All right, Peter.
You don't like it. So so it's a good experience. Fishing have been a very, very good tool in my life, and I just thank God that I was able to enjoy this. It's a lot of more fishing I want to do and try. So just hope I'm around to keep it going and to bring some more people into this fine sport of ours we call fishing. I don't even know. I just enjoy being out there.
So many species still ain't touched my line. Whether it be freshwater or saltwater. So it's you said, there's a whole lot more fishing to do, brother.
A whole lot more fishing to be, man. I ain't catching no rooster fish. I ain't caught no brook trout or brown trout or rainbow trout. It's just so much that I do wanna try my hand into doing all of that. Find a nice river or stream, see what I can do with that. Fish, ice fishing. I definitely want to try ice fishing. I want to go out there on the lake, frozen, drill a hole, and catch whatever coming up. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. Venture out. Yeah. I want to do that.
That's what's up.
That along with pheasant hunting. That always been thrilled about.
Treasure hunting?
No, pheasant.
Who?
Pheasant hunting.
What is that?
Pheasant.
Oh, that's a bird.
You ain't never been? Yeah, like North Dakota, South Dakota, the bird, the rooster, called the red rooster, the bird. Yeah, pheasant. Man, I want to go up there in the Dakotas and do some pheasant hunting.
Man, I thought you said treasure hunting. I was like, man, what this dude on, man? Talking about some treasure hunting.
I ain't looking for no damn treasure. I ain't looking for no treasure. I got all the treasure I need right here. I ain't looking for it. I want to go pheasant hunting. Yeah, I want to go. I want to go up in the Dakotas and it's snow out on the ground and go out there and track them and do. I'm a nature person, man. I just love nature and what God put on this earth for us to be able to go out and enjoy. And it's a shame that it's people that that sit around and then they make laws to to fit their own little thing. God put animals and things on this earth for everybody to get to enjoy, and every day, year, month, whatever, is people out there trying to shut all that down for their own gain.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen in every fashion of life.
It's acres and acres and acres of out there of land that's never been touched, or however you want to put it, and stuff like that for people to enjoy. But you got some selfish people in the world who want to put a fence around God's natures and want to charge you and tell you can't go enjoy what God put on earth for you to enjoy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That right there is the bitter part of the things that I love to do. And I know there's a whole lot of people out there that think exactly like I do. See what I'm saying? When you got people who have it all, you know what I mean, and they got full control over that and stuff like that, then they get selfish and use it for self-gain.
That's not good.
You know what I'm saying? It's enough animals. God put enough animals and creatures on here for everybody to go out and enjoy.
I agree.
Life, you know, it's enough. It's enough fish in the sea, you know, and it's enough creatures and animals on earth for us to partake in or whatever. But for some reason, the greed and the selfishness of people have like diminished something that was put on earth for everybody to enjoy, not just a few of select people. You see what I'm saying? When he made the rabbit and the squirrel and he made that for everybody to enjoy, not just the people who have the money to do this and that and do that right now.
No, you're definitely right.
You know, but we got, you know, like I said, we got people selfishness ways and this and that done tarnish, you know, that part of life. It's I mean, it shouldn't be a person around here who don't have some place to stay.
Right.
There's people out there that got land that stretch for hundreds of miles. They probably never ever seen all of their land. They just know they have it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you got this family over here don't have a place to lay their damn head. Why? Because somebody greed, have control over that, and don't even need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who don't need it. You know what I mean? If you can get so many acres of land and say, you know what? If the government doing everything else, why can't we, we're gonna go put these little, as they would call it, little shanty houses on these acres, you know, and give these people, it goes back to the old thing, man. Give the people some tools to work with, some seeds, they can grow their own fruits and vegetables or whatever, do this and that, supply them with, you know, even well water or whatever. We done got so fancy that, we don't drink well water no more. We only drink bottled water. You know how many people are killed to drink clean well water?
Right.
No, you see what I'm saying? A lot of things that we overlooking all that people, you know, out in life that will enjoy that. I mean, like, you know, you got all this land out there. Build a little shanty house and people got, you know, people can lay their heads on, you know, to build people up, to make them feel like people, like they matter, like they're humans. You understand what I'm saying? We done got to a point where we done start degrading people, putting people down, and you see where it's going. You know what I mean?
It's going nowhere.
It's really going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. And I was looking at someone and they say, man, when you just keep knocking people down so much, one day they go get up, and when they get up, it ain't gonna be nice. You see? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, you know,
bro, what are you saying?
Hey, we got to do a better job at what we do. We leaving the mainstay of people.
That's the major key. That's the major key right there. You heard it from the man himself. You got to do better. You got to do better to get better. It's a process, but we have to do better. You are listening to the Because We Fish Podcast, and I got the guest on there, Hamilton. The fishing extraordinaire. Fresh water, salt water. He said he do a little bit of camping because he was in the Marines, but that, I almost said the N-word. That ain't never set up no tent. He ain't never set up no doggone tent. Hey, he ain't never set up no tent. Talk about something. He do freshwater fishing, he do saltwater fishing, and he set up tents for camping. Man, that ain't never set up no doggone tents.
The best of tents. See, you don't even know how to set up a tent. You got to put the trench around it so if it rains, the water falls off and rolls off, and it don't stay, and then goes back inside the tent. See, you don't want to know nothing about that right there.
So you did all that.
You did on flat line, flat ground, and then it rained. You wake up, you got a water bed because all the water that went right back into your goddamn hooch. See, you want to know nothing about that right there. So, see, me, I know you build up on a tent, so if water comes, it drains off, runs down.
Right.
See, you wouldn't know nothing about that. And then when you build a fire and all that right there, you got to put, some obvious bricks and rocks around it, and so fire can't spread outside its compound. So you wouldn't know nothing about that. You would just lay stuff all on the ground and just light fire, and then boom, what we got? We got a forest fire that's done burned, scorched 2,000 million acres. You know what it just got?
Right.
See, you wouldn't know that. See, but if you teach people and educate people on proper things on how to do things, then I think we can somewhat escape a lot of the things that happen. These mass fires, not saying that people have started because some lightning strikes start stuff. If it's dirt, if it's dry rather, and it's some lightning strike, a tree or whatever. So it's not only humans, that's starting it. But I think if you put more education and more information out there for people who like to go out there and do things like that, then I think it'll do better. We dropped the ball on educating our youth and to things that we trying to get better. If you don't educate them and they don't know, and then they do it wrong, and then you chastise them on it.
Right.
And then what have been learned? They still haven't learned nothing. Exactly. You just whoop their butt, or you just punish them or whatever. But if they didn't know, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That was the issue, like I said, when I had my kids. When my kids did something, I brought them, we had a conversation. I brought them, we talked, and I asked them, do you know why I'm doing this? Do you know what you did wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we had a conversation I just didn't just get on them. You understand what I'm saying? I let them know and they had an understanding of what they did was wrong. So you have to get punished for your wrongdoings. You understand what I'm saying? Because some people, they don't go through that. Because they didn't know what they did. Today is growing up lost. They don't know heads. They don't know heads from tails right now. They as you say, they walking around finding their way around. In the midst of that, they bumping into a whole lot of things that could be avoided if they was taught or if they was teaching. You understand what I'm saying? We opening up gun ranges or we selling guns, and they don't even have no things where you going to educate the people about how to use them or the proper or when to use them and all that right there. We so focused on the money of people buying arms that half the people who buy the arms don't know the proper way to use it, or they don't know when to use. They don't know deadly force. All they know is, I go in this store or I go to the gun show and I buy this gun and I can put bullets in it. If I see somebody who trying to do something to me, I'm going to just shoot him.
That's a dangerous place to be in. Yep. That's a dangerous place to be.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's getting that serious that you handing out guns. You said people can walk around with someone on their side that can kill not one person but a couple of people. And it's all right because they felt that they was threatened, or they felt that. We are really giving our kids the ammo to kill humanity.
Bad spot to be in, bro.
It's a bad spot to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And see the thing about that, and I'm gonna take this back to the little military thing. Before we got our M16. Before you got to shoot, do anything like that, you had to be able to know all the statistics about that weapon, break it down, put it back together, know everything about it before you was able to fire it. Then before all of that, you had to learn in what times you need to use that weapon.
Right.
So you gain a great respect for that weapon. You understand what I'm saying? These kids, they don't have no respect. All you say is they go to the gun range, or they might buy it off the street or whatever. They know they put bullets in it, and all they know, they squeeze the trigger and it's done. They don't know nothing else about it. Nothing.
It's a bad spot.
And I think if the government, it's a bad spot. And this is why we are in a bad spot. And the government see it, but they like I say, it's selfish and about money and greed that all they want to do is sell the gun. They wipe their hands with it. See, they wipe that.
Right.
After they sell it, they go in there and get a sanitizer and they wipe their hands with it. You see what I'm saying? They're not responsible for anything after that happens with that weapon. And I think that's a bad place for us to be in. The government is supposed selfishness. To be upholding. Yeah, selfishness. It's selfishness. Yeah, they should be responsible, just like
held accountable.
Exactly. As if you go in a bar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You go in a bar and you go in there, you drink too much money. The bartender, he's steady pouring you drinks. And then you go out and get in the car and go out there and kill somebody. I think he should be responsible. He gave you the bullets to put in that gun to go out there and kill that person. I mean, at some point in time, you have to take responsibility of the things that you do. You know what I mean? If I'm a bartender and I'm sitting up there and you done came up there, you done ordered 3 straight Hennessy. You know what I mean? In the last 25, 35 minutes. You don't need no more. You know what I mean? Because I know how alcohol affects people, and blah, your body cannot, dissipate alcohol that fast, whatever, this and that. So you are a ticking time bomb. So for me, I'll be like, I can't serve you. I can't serve you no more. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the right thing to do.
No, you done had 2, 3 straight Hennessy, in 35 minutes. You know what I mean? Whatever. You want to, no, I can't do it. You know what I mean? But that's the part of life, and that's the part of learning that, that's the thing that I'm thinking that we as human beings, society, we skip out on. We don't take, watching out over our fellow man, serious. Back in the day, I depended on you, you depended on me. We depended on Mel. I depended on Rob. You see what I'm saying? Everybody had each other back because that's what we needed to make it. Now our fellow man don't care about the person who's standing next to him.
It's a bad
all he care about.
To be in.
Yeah. He care about himself. That's why I engage. I get, I'm with you with the fishing thing and everything that we do because you fellow fishermen, and I haven't really ran across a whole lot of bad fishermen. That's another thing about fishing. most of the people I know that actually fish as much as I do or whatever, they genuinely are good people.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really never ran across somebody who like a mass murderer, somebody who go out there and, you know, they beating on their wife or they doing, you know, most of the people who I deal with, associate myself with that fish and enjoy this, most of the same things that I do are genuinely good-hearted people that will actually help you out in some cases, in most cases.
That's an awesome thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, it's
I've seen it. I've seen it riding down the road, man with a boat and a truck or whatever. Something happened or whatever. You see people in other boats or whatever, they pull over. Hey, man, you all right? You know, you have a little problem, blah, 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 this and this and that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, still are people like that in this world, bro. It's still people that, you know, take the time out to look out for other folk, which is good.
It's very few.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I have friends that still feel that way. Still feel good, wake up in the morning, thank God, and feel good about what they do. And still get excited. I still get excited to the day about fishing. And I did it all my life. But if I went to bed with fishing on my mind, believe me. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I still, and you know it's good. You still, that's like, you know, it's like being married, I guess.
Yeah.
You and your wife or whatever, blah, blah, y'all, but you lay down, y'all good, you know, and you still feel good about it when you wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You're excited. You're excited about going out doing things with your wife, you know, or your people who you with. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like what fishing, you know, it is to me. I still get excited about. I know I'm going fishing today, you know. I don't really think about, oh man, am I going to have a bad day or a good day? I'm just excited about that. I'm getting to do it. I'm going to enjoy
that, this yellowtail trip we got coming up. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm excited about that. I'm hoping the weather stays, stays well enough for us to do it, and the fish. I hope the fish
cooperate.
I hope we get a chance. I hope we get a chance to see something. You know what I mean? I hope we get a chance to see something. That's all.
Yeah, I believe we are.
It's been a long time since.
It's been a long time coming. But I know fish gonna be on the boat. We gonna land some fish.
Yeah. It should be a good trip. Got good people on the trip with us, so it should be a good trip.
Yeah.
Going down there to the Keys is always a nice adventure.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right in our backyard, bro. Right in our backyard.
Right in our backyard. You see what I'm saying? But it's but like I said, it's people out there who can't do that kind of stuff right in their own backyard. They can't do it.
You got access to it. Man,
if I had that Elon Musk doggone money, I'd be like, dog. Everybody who want to go fishing, come on with me. Come on. We going to the Keys. I'm getting all the charter boats, man. We going fishing. You know what I'm saying? We going fishing.
Yeah.
You got a charter boat, come on down there. We everybody who come, pay everything. We going fishing. That's how excited I am about fishing. That's something that I would do. That right there. Vice versa, you throw a party at the stadium. No, man. I want to take people fishing. I want to take people to enjoy a lot of things, the amenities and everything that half the people, or maybe 3/4 of the people who live here can't enjoy.
I mean, it's a relaxing experience, man. that everyone should be able to enjoy. Everyone should be able to experience it if they want to. You know what I'm saying? So
if they want to, yeah.
and it's there for the taking, man. It don't take that much. You don't need to. You don't need no fancy gears like what I'm showing. All you need, you go to your big box store and get you a rod and reel. You know, you can start in the canals or lakes or ponds. You know, wherever you stay at. Start off right there. You know what I'm saying? Get you a $20 setup. Get you a $3 bucket of worms and go at it. That's what it's about.
And go at it.
Yeah.
Just go out there with the thrill of being out there. Don't put the pressure on you about catching anything. Just go out there with the joy of that. I'm out here doing this, you know, in God's green earth. I'm out here. I have life, health, and strength that enable me to get out here and do this. That you will find more joy in than you going out there thinking about, are you going to catch any fish?
Right.
Pressure. That pressure. That's like your oil light coming on. Your oil getting low. You don't want to go out there with that. You just want to say, man, I woke up this morning. I got my sight. I can hear. I can feel. I can do all of that, and I can get this, and I can go out here and I can enjoy it. Right. And I guarantee you'll have a great day. I guarantee.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the same kind of excitement that was on my niece and nephew's face, man, when they was catching those bass and them big old bluegills and even those small bluegills right out there in their backyard. Probably, I don't know, 25 steps away from their pool deck area. They was able to go out there and catch some quality fish, man, and have a good time.
Right there. Yeah. I'm waiting on my granddaughter to come down. Probably May, June, first part of July. I'm gonna take her fishing. I did the same thing. When first time she came over, we was over my uncle's house, and we went in the backyard. You know, my uncle got a lake in the backyard. Went out there, gave her the fishing pole and all that, and go out there, caught a few Oscars or whatever, and she was thrilled about it. And she's been asking about it. And, you know, but the last time she came out here, she went to stay with somebody else, so I didn't get a chance to see her. But this time, I think I'm gonna take her out there 1 or 2 days and go out there and go up on the lake probably and take her fishing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, until I will buy our own pole and all that right there. So it's just amazing how, you know, that you can do something and, you know, it just touch, you know, the little young kids sometimes. And we just sometimes we just gotta pay more attention and get more in tune to them and the things that they, you know, like and whatever, and, you know, phone them instead of just leaving them out the pasture, letting them walk around, you know, blinders on, bumping into things and trying to find their own way. It's like we need to do more of positive things and not just let them explore this on their own. I can understand later on in life, yeah, but I think they need a guidance system from day one up to a knowledgeable age. I think they need guidance. Yeah, you just can't just turn them out the pasture. Yeah, you let them go and let them learn. No, you don't. No, we missing that. We missing that guidance system. It's like being on an aircraft carrier or destroyer and don't have a guidance system and just send some rockets off and don't know where they gonna land at. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you destroy a whole lot of people's lives. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that, yeah, we just need as parents and as people, it doesn't even have to be your own kid. You know, you could touch your neighbor's kid. You know, it is somebody who's out looking for, you know, something to, you know, some guidance. You know, they need to, you know, be steered in the right direction. You know, after, like I say, back in the day, it just wasn't your parent. It was the whole neighborhood full of good parents that guided us. You know, It takes a village. It does. And me growing up, that's what we had. village. Every corner you turn, everybody knows each other. Everybody know each other, mom, and all that right there. And that's what it did. Everybody helped out, and that's what it was. It was a village, and we done got away from that, and we're in a bad position. I'm just praying and hoping every day that it gets better. And I tell people close to me, I say, you know what? I said I might be crazy about it, but I said, you know what? And it probably ain't gonna get better. We just probably gonna have to learn now to use GPS and navigate through this that life is on us right now.
It is gonna get better, bro. It always get better, bro.
Yeah. We got to sleep and walk everybody with a damn GPS to navigate through this BS that's going on right now. So, but yeah, it's been great though. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying. We got that trip and got a couple of more. So, maybe you can get on a couple of more with us.
I'll see if I can stretch my money out. Get on that yellowtail bite. What you got? Yellowtails. You got the mangrove. You got a mangrove snapper trip.
I kind of sort of do.
Kind of sort of.
I got two more. I got two more. I might have a mutton. I might have a mutton one in May. I'm trying to get with my other captain to see if I can get one that's Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I got one for the Sunday.
Trip.
I got one for the Sunday.
A mutton snapper trip.
Yeah, I got that one. I got that one kind of like set up for May. That's with one captain.
Right.
I'm trying to get this other captain on. If he can sign in for either that Saturday or maybe that Monday, then that'll be good. But I got one set up for May already.
Okay.
So if I can get one more set up, either that Saturday or that Monday, we should be good with that.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Looking forward to it, brother.
We'll see what happens with that right now. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah.
Well, listen.
It's been good, man.
I appreciate you calling in to the Because We Fish Podcast. Because We Fish Podcast. I appreciate you calling in. We got Hamilton on the line, and we got three fish on the line. Hey, I appreciate you calling, Doc. I'm about to get ready to get into some ice cream and apple pie.
Oh, that sounds good. Ooh, son. Send me a cup.
That's what I'm about to get into.
Good talk.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, Doc.
All
right, bro.
Yeah.
Later.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You have been listening to the Because We Fish Podcast. I really appreciate you all for coming in. Hey, like I said on the screen, if you popped in, like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you all. Bloop, bloop. He just came off the line. Hello. Yes, hi. So, hey, as you heard, he gave the fishing report. Fish are stacked up on your local lakes. Lake Okeechobee, wherever you at, the fish are stacked up. But this wind is making it challenging to get out there and put the fish in a boat. But all things are possible. If you ready, if you willing to go out there and endure the rough seas, the lake moving, then you'll be able to put fish in the boat. Ain't no stopping us now. You already know. Listen, we're going to take this quick intermission, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Because We Fish Podcast. I'm your host, I.am.remy, and my co-host is back there eating her sweet potato pie, apple pie, and ice cream. Yeah. So man, we out of here. We've been on for about an hour and 39 minutes. I really appreciate you all stopping by. The fish are biting. It's Wednesday. It's windy. You heard from my dog Reggie. You heard from my other homeboy Hamilton. And you heard from my wife. She ain't mic'd up, but she's sitting back there at her favorite spot in between the sheets. Isley Brothers in between the sheets. Appreciate you all stopping by. Thumbs up. Give it a like. Let's go out there and catch some fish. I don't know what I'm going to do this Wednesday. I don't know if I probably go get some shell crackers or I probably go hit the crappie specks. I might just go down the street, see if them shell crackers done stacked up. Get some big jumbo yellow belly shellies. See if I can put them in the boat. I might do that since it's down the street. I need to let this rain stop. I probably won't do it till tomorrow. I had to purchase a new battery for my boat. That interstate battery finally gave out. Nice 7-year runner. So I bought my boat in 2019 brand new, 2019, 2020, 2019 brand new. I had that battery, the original battery in there, this cranking battery in there. Ever since then, it held up pretty good. I got to switch that out. I got to change the wood, the trailer wood on my trailer. Put that new carpet on there. And yeah, I'm good to go. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate you all. God bless. Have a great day. Stay healthy, stay hydrated in the Lord. That's my new saying, y'all.